The race for the White House is changing fast. As Fox's Doug Luzeta reports, a new series of swing state polls shows a shifting battleground for President Biden and former President Trump.
Well, this is the first set of swing state polls we've done since former President Trump was convicted in his New York trial. But at this point, his numerous legal issues don't seem to be dragging him down.
Isolationism was not the answer 80 years ago and is not the answer today.
President Biden marking the 80th anniversary of D-Day and taking a not-so-veiled shot at former President Donald Trump with talk of isolationism. In a rare sit-down interview, he was asked directly about Trump and the debate later this month.
He's about him. I'm about the country.
Are you ready for this debate?
Yes.
We're going to win the great state of Arizona, and we're going to tell crooked Joe Biden, you're fired.
And Trump, meantime, in Arizona, talking about winning that state that he narrowly lost in 2020. And our new swing state poll shows him ahead of Biden in Arizona by 5 points. And he's also leading in Florida and Nevada. And perhaps most surprisingly, he is tied in Virginia. That's a state he lost to Biden by 10 points.
Virginia hasn't gone for Republican in 20 years. That's a generation. Nevada hasn't gone for Republican in 20 years. That's another generation. This means that this is a race where the battlefield is expanding in Trump's direction, and Biden is playing defense now on growing numbers of fronts.
The Biden campaign remains confident.
Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania are not in the poll. I noticed that we're a lot closer in Florida than we have been in the last 2 years. I think we're going to win Arizona. I believe we're going to win Nevada, too.
And when you dive into these numbers, issue by issue, Biden enjoys a large lead on abortion. Trump is ahead on the economy and immigration. In Washington, Doug Luzeta, Fox News.
And we're just 11 days away from the primaries where candidates are competing for their party's nominations. And what could be the most contentious battle in the Commonwealth is happening in the 5th Congressional District, where incumbent Bob Good and challenger John McGuire are seeking the Republican nomination. The two candidates and their political action committees have spent millions airing television ads. 6th District Congressman Ben Cline says the debate could be good for the party.
I think that's healthy for that debate to occur. It makes us a more, I think, representative party of the people and more popular around the country. So we'll continue to have that debate. Hopefully it can be healthy. Hopefully it can be positive and not just attacks.
Cline has endorsed Bob Good in the race, but he says that the party will not have a problem supporting whichever candidate gets the nomination.